you for being a friend. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons Betty White is loved.
It's not bombarded, but everybody is very friendly. And
they love you, Betty. You're a
well, all right, sweetheart.
national.
I'm going to
put. All right, put him down.
For this list, we're looking at all the many, many ways this golden gal has warmed our hearts over the years. Get ready to be charmed. Number 10, she's an animal rights activist.
Welcome to the Pet Set, starring Betty White.
Betty White isn't just a friend to us humans. She adores every animal under the sun as well. She's even turned down roles if an animal was to be injured, even for pretend anywhere in the script. In a 2010 interview with Guinness World Records, she claimed if she hadn't gone to Hollywood, she would have been a zookeeper. And she comes by her big heart honestly. During the Depression, her father would fix radios. And if a person couldn't pay, he would accept a dog as payment. Since the early 70s, White has donated tens of thousands of dollars to animal rights groups. Gives you the warm fuzzies inside, right?
They're only 8 weeks old.
Oh, that baby.
Welcome to Earth.
Number 9, she joined the war effort. When World War II broke out, the future Mary Tyler Moore actress was still trying to get her career off the ground. But when America joined the war in December 1941, the then 19-year-old Betty signed up to help out. After joining the American Women's Voluntary Services, she was given a uniform and a job driving a PX truck of supplies. Later, at night, she would attend dances held for the troops to boost their morale before going off to war. Where's the movie about this? Number 8, she's politically progressive.
Carrier pigeon. Does that work?
Oh, absolutely. Although lately we've been having a problem with Sarah Palin shooting them down. That is one crazy bitch.
Being the lovable gal that she is, Betty White considers herself bipartisan and prefers not to talk politics or religion so as not to alienate her fans.
I can't believe you're 90 years old. In fact, I don't believe it. That's why I'm writing to ask if you will be willing to produce a copy of your long-form birth certificate.
However, over the years, she hasn't been afraid to let her opinions be known when they really mattered, like when she endorsed Barack Obama during his re-election campaign. Furthermore, her views on gay marriage are as accepting as you'd expect. In 2010, White was quoted in Parade magazine saying that she doesn't think it matters who anyone loves or wants to marry, and thinks everyone should have the right to say, I do.
I don't care who you sleep with, whom you sleep with. I don't, it's what kind of a human being are you?
Number 7, she's multi-talented and versatile.
Betty White started out looking like this as an actress on the radio.
This lady has done it all, and we mean it. Betty started her career in modeling and then moved to radio after some fool producer told her she wasn't photogenic enough for the movies. She didn't let that get her down and even landed her own radio gig, The Betty White Show. From there, she made her move to television, hosting specials and game shows, during which she would frequently sing, a talent she still keeps up to this day.
I said to the sun, good morning, sun, rise and shine today.
Of course, she's gone on to become most well-known for her acting, from The Mary Tyler Moore Show to her adorable and memorable role as Rose Nyland on the hit sitcom The Golden Girls.
I wonder what he looks like.
I just hope he doesn't have hair in his ears.
We wish our resumes were this impressive.
Just because it's my birthday, you don't have to go to all the trouble of going out and buying me a present. I'll do it for you.
Number 6, she's the first lady of game shows.
This is the popular television star and leading lady of the Ludden household, lovely Betty White.
Starting in the 1940s, Betty became a regular on a number of game shows. And her support and love of the genre eventually earned her the nickname the First Lady of Game Shows.
By doing all the game shows and by doing all the talk shows, I became a, quote, television personality.
She even met her third and final husband, Alan Ludden, on Password, of which Ludden was host when she was a celebrity contestant.
You brought your wife to beat me, huh?
My wife. Hello, Betty.
Hello, darling. Alan, how are you?
She's so fun and engaging to watch, it's no wonder she kept getting asked back to guest star. and eventually to host several shows.
And I'm your hostess, Betty White, your lucky hostess, Betty White.
Audiences were not alone in thinking she was great on the circuit. And in 1983, she became the first woman to win an Emmy for Outstanding Game Show Host.
Live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Betty? Hi. No, this is not Saturday Night Live. This is my show. You're on my show today.
Oh, crap.
Number 5, she's so sassy.
Let's see if we can find your boobs.
When you're this much fun, you must have a cheeky side. From the beginning, she's been charming everyone with her wit and amazing sense of humor. Even when the language gets blue, with her warmth, she still manages to be cute as a button and sweet as pie.
Once in a generation, a movie comes along that your whole family will love. If your family is a up group of kissing inbreds.
It's clear the lady knows how to have a good time, with or without vodka.
Vodka's kind of a hobby, and
she steals the show from anyone, no matter where she goes. And who could ever hate her for that? It's undeniable. Betty White is the grandmother of sass.
when Betty White says she wants a cup of coffee, you get her a cup of coffee. You ab-crunching jackass.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Number 4, her age doesn't slow her down.
Use this. It has special powers.
Oh, what kind of special powers?
I call it the baby maker.
She doesn't just star in shows about aging gracefully while living a full life, she actually lives it. There are certain ageist problems in Hollywood, but Betty is untouchable and unstoppable.
That's what I love. That's what I love about you, darling. You're all class.
All class all the time, Betty.
In 2014, at the age of 92, she became the oldest person ever to be nominated for an Emmy Award. 4 years earlier, she was the oldest person to host Saturday Night Live, delivering a hilarious opening monologue.
I'm 88 and a half years old, so it's great to be here for a number of reasons.
SNL certainly enjoyed the Betty bump, as the show got its highest rating in over a year. Hey, no one wants to miss a second of Betty.
If there's one thing I'm known for, it's my muffin.
Accolades aside, she keeps on taking role after role in both film and TV. Betty is proof that age really is just a number.
So what are you, like 100?
I don't like you.
Number 3, she's had a record-breaking TV career.
From the bottom of my bottom, thank you for whatever. Oh, my dears, I can't. And
not only has she broken records and achieved landmark firsts, her very career is worthy of the record books. Working since 1939, Betty secured her place as the Guinness record holder for longest TV career of any woman ever.
And it taught me that whatever else I did for the rest of my life, I wanted to stay in that business.
All the way back in 1955, she was already warming hearts when she was nominated as the honorary mayor of Hollywood. And in 1995, she was inducted into the Television Hall of Fame. 20 years later, she was awarded with a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Daytime Emmys.
Oh, my goodness. I cannot tell you what this means. Hello, beautiful.
Not that it was her first Emmy. With nearly 8 decades in the limelight, Betty's earned an impressive 7 Emmys and won all our hearts.
And the winner is Betty White, the Golden Girl.
Number 2, she's a groundbreaker.
Alvin, what happened to your face?
Oh, no wonder I didn't feel your kiss. I'm dead from the neck up.
I know that, honey, but what happened to your face?
Sure, she's made history as an actress, but Betty is more than just a pretty face with flawless delivery. Back when she was just getting started, Betty White became one of the first female producers in Hollywood.
Manager, Don Fedderson, the manager of the station, called us in and said, could you stretch that into a half-hour show, that little husband and wife thing that you do?
Despite the fact that she was only 28 and still living with her parents, Betty was a creator, actor, and co-producer on the sitcom Life with Elizabeth.
Alvin, you're stooping pretty low when you start photographing underneath flies.
With Betty in the lead role and the show syndicated across the country, White became one of the first women on TV to have artistic control in front of and behind the camera.
Thank you. Come on back and see us again, will you? And until next time, once more, goodbye, everybody.
Before we unveil our #1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Is Betty White's 94th birthday.
Incredible. Wow. I'm sorry you had to say the number. I was going to say it's my 58th.
I don't know that if there's anyone who is more loved than you. Do you know that? Do you feel all the love? Have I got them fooled? You have fooled us all.
#1, she's hilarious.
I'm going to use this to attack you, and you use respect to defend yourself.
Was there any other way for this list to end? Without question, Betty White is the godmother of comedy and a Hollywood legend. The Golden Girls wouldn't have been the same without her.
And then I got into my car and caught a glimpse of myself, and I almost had a heart attack. This old woman was in the mirror. I didn't even recognize her.
Who was it?
And think of all the adorable TV and internet cameos she's happily participated in.
Hello, Homer. Have you lost weight?
Oh, like you care, Betty White.
Like we said, a legend. And did you know that she's a real prankster? She hosts Betty White's Off Their Rockers, a prank show in which elderly people play pranks on young people.
Sure. What do you mean to say?
This is Grandpa. I just came back from the doctor's office.
Got it?
Got it. My skin rash is contagious. Do you know how to spell contagious?
If there's one lady who knows how to make fun of herself and keep us laughing all while having a good time, it's Betty White. Cheers, Betty.
Kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata. The class is
Mammalia.
Cause boobies, we gotta.
Order is primate, family hominidity, the genus is
Homo.
But you know you're enemy.
Do you agree with our list? Why do you love Betty White?
Mike, what is your deal, man?
Oh, come on, man. You've been riding me all day.
Mike, you're playing like Betty White out there.
That's not what your girlfriend said.
For more legendary top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to MsMojo.
Once again, goodbye, everybody.